There are rare souls in human history whose hearts seem to hold the secrets of the universe. They walk among men, yet their eyes see the unseen. Sheikh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi was one of them, a mystic whose journeys defied time and space. He spoke of worlds beyond comprehension, realms of light, and beings unlike anything the human mind could imagine. His words were not tales of fantasy, but glimpses of divine creation that exist beyond the veil of perception. What some in the modern age might call alien worlds, Ibn Arabi described as layers of reality crafted by Allah, vast domains filled with worshippers of the divine, living in complete harmony with His will. His journeys remind us that the universe is not limited to what we see, but stretches endlessly into the unknown, each world glorifying the same Creator. In the golden land of Andalusia, a child was born whose destiny was to unravel the hidden mysteries of existence. Ibn Arabi grew up surrounded by scholars, poets, and philosophers, yet his soul hungered for something far beyond the material. From an early age, he experienced powerful visions, flashes of light, whispers of knowledge, and encounters with beings unseen by ordinary eyes. As he matured, he began to understand that the physical world was only the outer shell of a much deeper reality. His nights were spent in worship and contemplation, his days in reflection upon the divine signs scattered throughout creation. Every sound, every star, every shadow seemed to speak to him of Allah's infinite presence. Andalusia became not just his homeland, but a mirror reflecting the vastness of the divine universe. The young mystic's journey had begun, not across continents, but across the infinite landscapes of the unseen. Through years of devotion and remembrance, Ibn Arabi's heart became polished like a mirror. When he closed his eyes in dhikr, the veils between worlds thinned. He described entering states where his soul ascended beyond the boundaries of the earthly realm. The stars appeared closer, the heavens opened, and the light of divine knowledge poured through him like a river. In these states, time lost meaning. He would witness lands made of light, horizons bending with energy, and forms that communicated not through speech, but through pure understanding. What others called dreams, he knew as spiritual travels. Miraj al-Ruhi, the ascension of the soul. He realized that Allah's creation extended far beyond what human eyes could perceive, and that each layer of existence was inhabited by beings made from elements unknown to man. His journeys were not of the body, but of the spirit. Journeys into dimensions of divine order and cosmic harmony. Ibn Arabi revealed that between the physical and spiritual worlds lies a vast realm known as Alam al-Mithal, the world of images. It is a dimension where meanings take form and realities appear as symbols. Here, the unseen becomes visible, and the visible becomes infused with meaning. Every soul enters this realm in dreams, but only the spiritually awakened travel it consciously. In this imaginal world, Ibn Arabi witnessed landscapes that shimmered with light, skies woven with patterns of divine remembrance, and beings that reflected the beauty of Allah's creation in forms beyond description. They were not fleshly nor ghostly, but living embodiments of divine wisdom. This realm, he said, is where angels, jinn, and even human spirits exist when detached from physical limits. It is the realm where the truths of the unseen are clothed in form, the bridge between matter and spirit. Through Alam al-Mithal, he understood that every world, even the farthest, is a reflection of Allah's eternal light. In his travels through the unseen, Ibn Arabi encountered creatures whose very essence was light. They were neither angels nor jinn, but beings from other planes of existence. Their forms changed with their intentions, and their presence filled him with awe. They existed in complete submission to Allah, each in their own realms, glorifying him with voices that resonated like cosmic melodies. These beings lived according to divine laws different from those of the human world, but their purpose was the same: worship and remembrance of the Creator. Ibn Arabi described them as intelligent and aware, filled with knowledge that transcended human understanding. He realized that these entities were not aliens in the worldly sense, but creations belonging to worlds beyond our dimension, reflections of Allah's limitless creativity. The Quranic verse illuminated his understanding. And among his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and whatever creatures he has dispersed throughout them. And he is able to gather them when he wills. Ash-Shura 42:29. In this, Ibn Arabi saw confirmation that creation extends endlessly across countless worlds. Each journey Ibn Arabi undertook was a lesson, not an adventure. He learned that knowledge of the unseen is not meant to dazzle, but to humble. The more vastness he witnessed, the smaller he felt. He saw that every being, no matter how powerful or distant, lived within the mercy and command of Allah. In his writings, he warned that curiosity about other worlds must never lead to arrogance or distraction. For the purpose of all creation remains one: to know and worship its Creator. The unseen realms, with their endless wonders, were reminders that human understanding is limited, and that true knowledge belongs only to Allah. Ibn Arabi returned from each spiritual ascent more devoted than before, realizing that the greatest journey is not outward into galaxies, but inward into the depths of the soul. The real discovery lies in purifying the heart until it reflects divine truth. Through his unveilings, Ibn Arabi perceived creation as an intricate architecture designed by Allah. Every world, every dimension, every being arranged in divine perfection. He described the cosmos as a mirror of Allah's names and attributes. The physical realm manifests His power and majesty. The spiritual realm reveals His mercy and light. The imaginal realm reflects His beauty and wisdom. Nothing in creation is random. Every atom, every star, every soul vibrates with divine purpose. Ibn Arabi taught that even the so-called alien realms are not foreign to Islam's understanding of creation, for everything that exists is bound by the same Creator. When he beheld the vastness of the universe, he did not see isolation, but unity. All beings glorifying Allah in their own unique way. As the Quran says, "There is not a thing but celebrates His praise, though you do not understand their glorification." Al-Isra 17:44. This realization filled his heart with awe. Every world, every sound, every breath in existence was a hymn of divine remembrance. After each spiritual journey, Ibn Arabi returned to the earthly world, carrying a silence heavy with meaning. The ordinary world seemed transformed. The wind whispered verses, the stars spoke secrets, and every shadow held light. He lived among people, taught, wrote, and guided. But his soul was forever conscious of the worlds beyond sight. His understanding of paradise, the afterlife, and divine proximity was shaped by what he had witnessed. For him, Jannah was not a distant planet or unreachable place, but a state of existence interwoven with divine nearness. Through his words, he invited believers to awaken their perception, to see that the unseen is not somewhere else, but surrounds them every moment. The real traveler, he taught, is the one who sees Allah's signs in every grain of sand and every ray of starlight. Centuries have passed, yet the legacy of Ibn Arabi continues to illuminate seekers across the world. His writings are not mere philosophy, but living maps of divine exploration. His accounts of unseen worlds remind us that creation is far vaster than the human eye can comprehend, and that Allah's majesty extends beyond the stars. The true essence of his message lies in remembrance, to never forget that the Lord we worship is not only the creator of earth, but of countless universes beyond. Ibn Arabi's spiritual travels invite us to expand our faith, not our imagination. His journeys remind us that to know Allah is to witness infinity within a single heartbeat. He taught that the greatest mystery is not what lies beyond the stars, but the divine light that dwells within the believer's heart. If the story of Ibn Arabi's journey into the unseen touched your heart and opened your mind to the vastness of Allah's creation, then let this be your beginning, not your end. Seek knowledge, reflect upon the signs around you, and draw closer to the one who created worlds beyond count. Subscribe to the channel, share your reflections in the comments, and join this journey through the mysteries of faith, spirituality, and divine reality. The universe is vast, but the greatest discovery awaits within the heart that remembers Allah.